Well, the mustard story. There's training classes take place at head office, okay, on a regular basis. And I'd go in as a guest speaker once in a while. And usually, a few days ahead of time, my assistant would get a list of what the questions are going to be. So, before I walk into the class, I would be prepared to say, oh yeah, okay, that's what they want to talk about. Okay, so half hour before the class. And then I'd go into the class and be prepared to respond, and then any other questions that they had. And these are up-and-comers in the company that I was going to be talking to. So one time I get the questionnaire, and on the questionnaire, one of them says, will you fix the mustard? I went, fix the mustard. Okay, this will be interesting. So I went into the class, and I always asked the person, if they gave their name, would Joe stand up, or Bob stand up, or Susie stand up? And then it came to this one question. I said, what do you mean by fix the mustard? And she said to me, do you realize that when you get mustard all over your hands, and and you go home, it takes a couple of days to get rid of that smell and that stain. And the package for us that we're working with is not a good package for us to work with. It's not an easy thing to use, and it spills and yada, yada, yada. I said, okay, I'll look into it. So after that meeting, I got someone from supply chain. I said, hey guys, here's what they've said to me. See if you can talk to the supplier, because for me, that's a supplier issue. The supplier should be taking care of that and make it easier for the employee. That's their issue. And if they want to keep supplying us mustard, fix it, guys. So sure enough, off they went. Well, I never thought any more of it. I'm off doing my thing. So a couple of months later, but managers talk to each other, and assistants talk to each other, and they all know what's going on. So I've got another one I'm going to be speaking to, class I'm going to be speaking to, and the notes come up, and all of a sudden there it is again. What'd you do about the mustard? I went, oh my, I forgot, it's a couple months ago. So I called supply chain right away. They said, you are so fortunate, it just arrived today. We're looking at it. I said, are you kidding me? They said, no, Bill, we're going to bring it up to you right now. I said, perfect. So they brought it up to me. I put it in a bag, and I went down to the class. And at the class, I said, here's the questions. I said, someone asked again about fixing the mustard. I said, first of all, are all you managers talking about the mustard? They said, oh yeah, Bill, it's a buzz. We're all talking about what you're doing about the mustard. It's been a couple months, so we thought we'd ask you again. I said, okay, and I pulled out the new pouch. And at that time, it was a smaller pouch with a tear instead of having to get scissors and all this. Smaller pouch, easier to use. I got a standing ovation. They went absolutely, and I'm going, my. And it's to what we were talking about earlier, take care of the people that are working with the customers, make their job as easy as you can. They'll be so happy about it. The morale goes up. I got a standing ovation over a pouch of mustard. I felt fantastic. The supplier felt wonderful because they were successful in fixing it. But at the end of the day, I didn't know how troublesome that was for them in the kitchen. I did not know until someone was brave enough to bring it up to me. Not to anybody else. They brought it up to me. And bang, off I went. I didn't ignore it. I addressed it and moved on. And there's a lot of stories like that I can share with you that myself and others do in the service industry to make the life easier of people that are servicing all of us every day.